Apex depression. This is a term coined by Brookie a couple years ago to describe his feelings at getting dumpstered by kids half his age in Apex Legends. I thought, this could never be me. I am immortal. Well, now, I'm in my mid-20s, and it is my turn. I have been playing Marvel Rivals, the hip new game on the scene, and I am terrible. Oh my god, I don't know what on earth is going on. Why does every character have 7 dashes and 12 abilities, and they're zipping, and they're flying, and they're here and there? Help, please. And instead of doing the logical thing, which would be to play the game more, improve, learn, I am going to cope and seethe and blame everybody except myself in a YouTube video, like you do. And something that is not helping is that in this game, which is such a blatant copy of Overwatch, the one thing it didn't copy is the one thing Overwatch did best. I just want to say quickly, I do really like this game. I think it's good, that's why I've been playing it so much. Just let me rant for a minute, I'll get it out of my system, and then we can all move on with our lives. Character design is a term that's thrown around a lot on the internet, and I feel like most people don't grasp why it's so important. Marvel Rivals is why it's so important, because for all of the faults and terrible decisions that Blizzard have made over the years with Overwatch, the one thing Overwatch does better than any other game I've probably ever played is in its character design. Not just that they look cool, they do, but in how those characters reflect gameplay. All of the characters in Marvel Rivals look fantastic. They have the whole Marvel Studios art department behind them. They look great. The problem is that the characters do not reflect their gameplay. Some of them do, but a lot of them don't. And this is where Overwatch succeeds so well, because basically the character formula for Overwatch is take a trope, put a little twist on it, and that's it. For example, pretend you've never played Overwatch before. You've never heard of it, you've never seen it, the Rule 34 is wiped from your memory. Now, look at this character. What does he do? You know immediately what this character does. He's a tank. He is a gigantic, thick boy in shining armor. He is literally your knight in shining armor. In-game, he is a tank. He's got a great big shield. He's got a rocket. I'm trying to do things with the mic. He's got a shield and a rocket hammer, and he is ready to protect his teammate. Literally your knight in shining armor. Now look at this character. He's a ninja. You've seen a ninja before. He's a robot ninja. What do you think he does? Is he a speedy, mobile assassin DPS character? Yes, he is. Example number 3. The literal angel wings might be a bit of a giveaway that she is a healer. Excellent. She is a healer. And even the ones that are slightly less intuitive, that you can't tell, at a single glance, once you learn what their thing is, it makes sense. For example, Ana. Ana, she's got a sniper rifle, so you wouldn't immediately think healer, probably, but her whole kit is so built around the idea of a healer sniper, and it's so cohesive, and when you learn about her, motherly personality, it works. It works great. Because Overwatch character design reflects their personality and their gameplay perfectly. At least with the older characters. Some of the new ones, I don't know, they're kind of trash. But at least, in the good old days of Overwatch, this was pretty much perfect. Marvel Rivals doesn't do this. Marvel Rivals is like, they wrote down all of the Overwatch characters to take their kits, and then they just threw darts at a dartboard to figure out which Marvel characters to slap them on. It's even worse than you might think, though, because these are not original characters. These are pre-established characters, some of whom have been around for decades, and you know who they are and what they do. For example, Doctor Strange is the most powerful sorcerer in the multiverse. He is the master of time and reality. Why is he a tank? He looks like a wizard. There are so many more cool things he could be doing with his wizard powers. And you might say, well, they're subverting your expectations. You see a wizard, you expect, fireballs. They're doing something different. And I would say, fine, they did subvert my expectations in the most boring way possible. because he is, again, the master of reality, and he floats around slowly, holding up a shield. That's kind of boring. Venom. Venom is a villain who is notorious for murdering people horribly. His arch-nemesis Spider-Man is a hero. He saves people through the creative use of his webs. So, if you have to choose one of these two characters to be a mobile assassin DPS character, you're going to choose Venom, and for the supportive tankier one, you're going to choose Spider-Man. Right? Right? No, of course you're not. Spider-Man's an assassin, and Venom is a support. Wonderful. And I would also like to say that feeling is important. Look, we play video games to escape reality. We want to live out a fantasy. And the fantasy is important. When I play a tank, right, in a game like this, Reinhardt works perfectly because he is the great big beefy knight in shining armor, cool shield. He's got the rocket charge and the rocket hammer. It's awesome. When I play as a wizard, I don't want to just float around very slowly holding up a shield. I want to do wizard stuff, you know? It doesn't work with the fantasy. It's boring. By far the most egregious example of the personality clashing with the kit is Rocket Raccoon. Rocket Raccoon is a famous character with his most defining trait being that he loves to blow stuff up. And he looks terrifying, and he runs around holding a machine gun. So, he's a support. Why? Why is he a support? Just make him shoot people. That's what he wants to do. I don't get it. I don't get it. Storm. Of all the cool electrical lightning powers you could give her, you give her a team-wide damage boost. Like, it's good, but it doesn't fit with her theme. Again, I want to say some of these work really well. Psylocke, for example, she looks like Genji, and I mean, her kit is basically Genji. Perfect. She's a ninja, she does ninja thing. Hawkeye, he's got a bow, he's Hanzo. It works, makes sense. But basically, the reason this is so important is it greatly helps the new player experience. If you can look at a character and just immediately assume, generally at least, what they're gonna do, that is greatly helpful. You can look at Reinhardt and know he's probably a tank. You might not know exactly what he does, but he's gonna be big and probably slow and not do a whole lot of damage. He's a tank. Same with Roadhog. Roadhog is a bit weird, but he's gigantic and he's a tank. That's what he does. Reaper is a guy with a skull mask and 2 shotguns. Is he a DPS? Yes. Yes, he is. In contrast to the Marvel Rivals version of Reaper, which is Spider-Man, who is, he's a skinny boy who's a hero and a high school student. So why does he spin around murdering everybody? And I just wish that they had done this, because most of the kits would make better sense on other characters. Again, the Venom and Spider-Man. It bugs me. Look, it's not actually that important, okay? It doesn't take that long to learn what the characters do. I just think it's annoying. And now, I have this cool YouTube channel where I can just rant about things that annoy me. Yeah, that's basically it, though. I mean, I'm still gonna play the game a lot. It's really fun. It is better than Overwatch, at the moment at least. RIP Overwatch, you will be missed. Please subscribe to my channel, alright? I think it's pretty cool. I don't really do the rant videos very often. This was just something that kind of really bugs me, so I wanted to talk about it. Yeah, so, goodbye.